A planet so dark, it absorbs nearly all the light that touches it. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi horror movie, right? But it's real. Meet Tres 2b, the darkest planet ever discovered, a world blacker than coal, lurking in the vastness of space. Let's uncover its eerie secrets. Tres 2b. Tres 2b is an exoplanet that has baffled scientists with its eerie, light-absorbing nature. Located around 750 light-years away in the Draco constellation, this gas giant orbits a star similar to our Sun. But unlike Jupiter or Saturn, Tres 2b reflects almost no light, absorbing more than 99% of all illumination it receives. This makes it the darkest known exoplanet ever discovered. Why is Tres 2b so terrifyingly dark? Unlike other gas giants which have clouds or atmospheric particles that reflect light, Tres 2b's atmosphere appears to be made of unknown chemicals that act as a near-perfect light trap. Even though it's a massive planet, roughly the size of Jupiter, its surface remains shrouded in near-total darkness, making it appear like a black void in space. But that's not even the strangest part. Despite being darker than coal, Tres 2b isn't cold, it's actually blisteringly hot, reaching temperatures of over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit. That's because it orbits incredibly close to its star, a mere 3 million miles away, far closer than Mercury is to our Sun. The result? A world of perpetual darkness burning under an invisible fire. Discovery of Tres 2b. Tres 2b was first discovered in 2006 by the Transatlantic Exoplanet Survey, a project that used small ground-based telescopes to detect planets outside our solar system. Scientists spotted it using the transit method, where a planet passes in front of its star, causing a tiny dip in brightness. But at the time, no one knew just how bizarre this planet truly was. It wasn't until 2011 that astronomers using NASA's Kepler Space Telescope realized something extraordinary. This planet was unbelievably dark. Kepler, designed to detect exoplanets by measuring changes in starlight, found that Tres 2b reflected less than 1% of the light that reached it. To put that into perspective, black acrylic paint reflects more light than this planet. The confirmation of Tres 2b's darkness was a huge surprise. Even other gas giants that orbit close to their stars tend to reflect some light. But Tres 2b was different, it was nearly invisible. If you were observing it from space, you wouldn't even be able to see its shape. It would just be a ghostly, featureless shadow drifting through the void. Since its discovery, Tres 2b has been a major subject of study for astronomers trying to understand what could make a planet this unearthly and light-absorbing. Scientists began analyzing its atmosphere to find clues about why it appears so dark. So what's causing this mysterious darkness? Let's explore the science behind its eerie glow, or rather its lack of one. Mind-blowing darkness. Tres 2b is so dark that it absorbs more than 99% of the light that reaches it. To put that into perspective, charcoal, black acrylic paint, and even freshly paved asphalt reflect more light than this planet. It's literally the darkest known world in the universe, blacker than coal, darker than the deepest shadows, and eerily invisible in space. But here's the weird part. Tres 2b isn't just cold and dark like a rogue planet drifting in the void, it's actually incredibly hot. The planet is so close to its star that its atmosphere is heated to a scorching 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, hot enough to melt aluminum and vaporize some metals. Despite this extreme heat, the planet still refuses to shine. So why doesn't Tres 2b reflect any light? Scientists believe that its atmosphere is missing the usual reflective clouds found on most gas giants. Instead of bright swirling clouds like Jupiter, Tres 2b's skies may be filled with light-absorbing chemicals, possibly vaporized sodium, potassium, or titanium oxide. These substances could be trapping light instead of bouncing it back into space, and yet Tres 2b isn't completely black. Astronomers say it might have a faint red glow similar to burning embers due to its extreme heat. So if you were somehow standing on a nearby spaceship looking at Tres 2b, you wouldn't see a planet, just a barely visible dark silhouette with a dim, ghostly red outline. It's like something straight out of a cosmic horror story. Atmosphere and composition. Tres 2b's atmosphere is nothing like what we see on Earth or even on other gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn. It lacks the thick reflective cloud cover that makes most planets appear bright. Instead, its atmosphere is filled with unknown, light-absorbing compounds that make it the darkest known exoplanet in existence. Scientists believe that TRES-2b's atmosphere is composed mainly of hydrogen and helium, similar to Jupiter. But unlike Jupiter, it doesn't have ammonia clouds or ice particles to reflect sunlight. Instead, it may contain vaporized sodium, potassium, and titanium oxide, which are known for their ability to absorb rather than reflect light. This could explain why the planet remains almost completely black, despite being so close to its star. But what about heat? TRES-2b is a hot Jupiter, meaning it orbits extremely close to its star, causing surface temperatures to reach a blistering 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit or 980 degrees Celsius. This intense heat prevents the formation of bright reflective clouds, leaving behind an atmosphere that behaves more like a light-swallowing abyss. And here's something even stranger. Despite being nearly black, TRES-2b might have a faint red glow, similar to burning embers. The intense heat could cause certain gases to emit a dim infrared light, making the planet look like a dark sphere with a barely visible red aura. It's a planet that doesn't just hide in the darkness, it absorbs it. Extreme conditions. TRES-2b is not just the darkest planet ever discovered, it's also one of the hottest gas giants known to science. With temperatures reaching a blistering 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit or 980 degrees Celsius, the planet is hot enough to melt aluminum and turn metals into vapor. Unlike Earth, which has a day-night cycle, TRES-2b is tidally locked to its star, meaning one side is always facing the heat while the other remains in eternal darkness. But here's the eerie part. Despite being so close to its star, it doesn't reflect light the way most planets do. Normally gas giants have thick cloud layers that scatter sunlight, but TRES-2b seems to have an atmosphere designed to trap light instead. Scientists believe it lacks reflective clouds, leaving only an atmosphere filled with light-absorbing chemicals like vaporized sodium, potassium, and titanium oxide. The planet's oppressive heat and darkness create a truly alien environment. If you were somehow able to survive the extreme conditions and float above TRES-2b, you wouldn't see a bright, fiery world like you might expect. Instead, you'd be staring into a black void, barely visible against the background of space, with only a faint red glow outlining its surface due to its extreme heat. There are no sunsets, no blue skies, just permanent night on one side and a scorching inferno on the other. The air would be filled with searing hot winds, likely moving at thousands of miles per hour, carrying trace amounts of molten metal vapor. TRES-2b is not just a planet of darkness, it's a planet of absolute extremes. Theories behind the darkness. Scientists have been trying to figure out why TRES-2b is so incredibly dark, absorbing more than 99% of the light that touches it. Normally, gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn have thick, reflective clouds that scatter sunlight, making them visible even from far away. But TRES-2b seems to be missing these reflective elements, leaving behind a world that acts more like a cosmic black hole for light. One leading theory suggests that TRES-2b's atmosphere is dominated by light-absorbing compounds like vaporized sodium, potassium, and titanium oxide. These elements are known for their ability to trap light instead of reflecting it. Without clouds made of ice or ammonia like those found on Jupiter, there's nothing to bounce the light back into space, making the planet nearly invisible. Another theory focuses on the planet's extreme temperatures. At 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit or 980 degrees Celsius, the heat might prevent bright clouds from forming altogether. Instead of reflective particles floating in the atmosphere, the sky is likely filled with dark, heat-absorbing gases, creating a planet that swallows light instead of shining. Some scientists believe that there could be unknown chemical reactions taking place in TRES-2b's atmosphere, producing compounds that we haven't even discovered yet. Since we can't directly observe the planet up close, its true composition remains a mystery. But one thing is clear, whatever is happening on TRES-2b, it's unlike anything we've ever seen before. Comparison to other dark worlds. TRES-2b holds the record for being the darkest known exoplanet, but it's not the only world that absorbs most of the light that touches it. In recent years, astronomers have discovered other light-swallowing planets, but none as extreme as TRES-2b. One notable example is WASP-12b, another hot Jupiter that absorbs around 94% of incoming light. Like TRES-2b, it orbits extremely close to its star and lacks the reflective clouds that most gas giants have. However, WASP-12b is slightly brighter than TRES-2b because it glows faintly due to its superheated atmosphere, while TRES-2b remains almost completely black. Another dark world is HD 209458b, which also has an atmosphere filled with heat-absorbing chemicals, though it still reflects more light than TRES-2b. Scientists believe that many hot Jupiters may have similar dark characteristics, but none discovered so far have matched TRES-2b's near-total light absorption. To put it in perspective, even the darkest materials on Earth like charcoal or black acrylic paint reflect more light than TRES-2b. In fact, the planet is so dark that it's even blacker than the empty void of space itself. While other planets may have some level of darkness, TRES-2b remains the ultimate light-eating planet, defying everything we thought we knew about exoplanets. Could life exist in TRES-2b? When it comes to the possibility of life on TRES-2b, the answer is almost certainly no. The planet's extreme conditions make it one of the least hospitable places in the universe. With blazing temperatures over 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit, any known biological molecules would be instantly destroyed. Even the strongest heat-resistant organisms on Earth wouldn't stand a chance in such an inferno. Another major problem is the lack of light. Life as we know it relies on photosynthesis, which requires at least some reflected light. But TRES-2b absorbs over 99% of incoming light, making it one of the darkest, most energy-starved environments ever discovered. Without light, complex ecosystems simply wouldn't be able to develop. Then there's the atmosphere, a swirling mix of hydrogen, helium, and vaporized metals, possibly with deadly compounds like titanium oxide. The atmosphere is so hot and dense that it would vaporize any water, eliminating another key ingredient for life. While life in extreme environments exists on Earth, TRES-2b is on an entirely different level of hostility. There's no solid surface, no breathable air, no stable conditions, just a blazing, pitch-black nightmare world where nothing we know could possibly survive. Future exploration. Even though TRES-2b is incredibly far away, about 750 light-years from Earth, scientists are eager to learn more about this mysterious dark world. Right now, most of what we know comes from NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, which first detected its unusual light-absorbing properties. But with new advanced telescopes, we may soon uncover even more secrets about this bizarre planet. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched in 2021, is designed to study exoplanet atmospheres in extreme detail. By analyzing the way TRES-2b's atmosphere interacts with infrared light, JWST could help confirm what chemicals are responsible for its eerie darkness. Could it be something familiar like vaporized metals or a completely unknown substance? Future telescopes like the Extremely Large Telescope and the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope may allow us to study TRES-2b even further. These powerful observatories could help determine whether there are even darker planets out there, or if TRES-2b remains the darkest world we've ever found. While we may never send a probe to TRES-2b in our lifetime, the technology to study distant exoplanets is evolving fast. One day we might fully unlock the mystery of this pitch-black planet, or discover something even more terrifying hiding in the shadows of space. If you enjoyed this mind-blowing space mystery, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us here at InnoVision Tech. We're always uncovering the most fascinating tech, space, and future discoveries. And hey, don't forget to smash that notification bell so you never miss our latest deep dives into the unknown.